Bangladesh is not Bangladesh alone. The full world is going through a very complicated to predict what's going to happen. We are sometimes in war, then it goes down, looks like we're going to be solved, it's coming down. So this is affecting, obviously, everybody else in the world. Bangladesh is being affected strongly because of the crisis in diesel and this, but it's also because our customers are also affected. This is a worldwide crisis and everybody is affected by that. How it's going to affect? Probably we'll have less orders. It's complicated to understand the logistics. It is complicated to understand what is the situation with the power supply because we're depending on diesel, we're depending on gas, we are depending on the Gulf. So it's a little bit unpredictable and this is a challenging one as well. This is in the short term. In the medium term, this is a big difference that we have to discuss. But we need to analyze why it's decreasing. I mean, there are different factors in here. I am concerned about the capacity to compete with us from India now that they have an FTA. For me, the important thing right now is an FTA with Europe to have more predictability about our sector. We are so much dependable of the European Union trade facilities that we have. If we don't have this trade facilitation anymore, because we are going to be going into a next stage, that's going to be a problem. And we are not prepared. We haven't done our job very strongly before, because we can see now how India and Vietnam already have FTAs. Malaysia, Thailand, and Philippines are strongly discussing. And discussing is not an intention to discuss, it's fully discussing FTAs with Europe. And Indonesia is even in a higher position. They are discussing CEPA, which means in South Asia and in Asia, a lot of countries are discussing, and Bangladesh is not in the picture. Now, recently we have here that there has been an intention to have an FTA discussion, to open the discussion between European Union and Bangladesh, which is probably because of the strong and very good job that the EU delegation, and especially Ambassador Miller, has done on this. And I think that is needed very much, but this is an intention to start negotiations. I go much ahead. I need to see the starting of the negotiations immediately, as urgent as possible. Because the horizon that we have is, if we do not get a lot of extension from the graduates, if we have the extension, this is number one. How long are we going to? We apply for 3 years, but I hear rumors, and I am not sure what's going to happen, that maybe if it happens, it will be less than 3 years. Let's imagine that we have 2 years. That means 2026 now, plus 2 years, end of 2028. Then we are lucky to have a transition time given by the European Union with the EBA, with the GSP. That means 2028, 29, 30, 31. End of 2031, what's going to happen to Bangladesh? No GSP. Impossible to get GSP plus. So this is really something that we have to look into. Because you need to understand that people do not take, business community, do not take the decisions in short term. I mean, we have now a strong supply chain here in Bangladesh. These supply chains means that our brands are all in Bangladesh, and they are heavily looking Bangladesh as a strong supply chains for them. But the question is, if they understand that Bangladesh is not going to be so competitive after we lose the GSP facilities, they probably will be allocating some orders. Slowly, we'll be looking into other suppliers, into other countries that they can supply in case the situation with Bangladesh goes down. So that's why we will not be increasing our orders. We probably will be decreasing if we cannot guarantee that we are going to have a trade facility agreement with Europe, which is our major customer, by the way. That's the important thing. The EuroChamber is an official chamber, means we belong to the ecosystem of the European Union, so we are part of the European business organizations worldwide. We are discussing in Brussels once a year. We put all the challenges of every country, the advantages, the disadvantages, the barriers. What is the status of the economy? How are we evolving? And then we also understand what are the requirements in Europe for everything that we do. So that means that we have to be aligning with the Europe goals, like sustainability, what is all that is coming now about the environment and all this circularity and all those things. So that's one of the roles that we have. When in Bangladesh, we are an advocate for the private sector, to understand that the European private sector has non-discriminatory treatment from Bangladesh. This is our main goal, to improve the business environment so we can attract more investment from Europe to Bangladesh. It means we have to pay attention to the level playing field, that we have to pay attention that we are compliant, that our investors will be safe if they come to Bangladesh. And we have to pass that message, which I try to do all the time. I always say, look, I've been in Bangladesh 44 years. I came to Bangladesh 34 years back, and it was the best decision I could have done as a businesswoman. But this message has to be understood by the European investors, and we need to pass it. They need to have confidence about Bangladesh. So our role is to advocate for the European Union interests in Bangladesh, at the same time to advocate for Bangladesh when we go to Europe. I am a strong advocate for the FTA discussion, for instance. When I went last June to Brussels to discuss the EBO matters, I have also a special agenda for Bangladesh, meeting about the FTA with the different authorities in there. Okay, there is two things in that. That's you have to pay attention to. One is diversification of all the sectors, which is a must for the country, not only about the RMG, which is you cannot be dependent only on one sector. You have to go into agro-processing, maybe semiconductors, improving the pharmaceutical, everything, because this is a virgin country with a lot of potential. But we need to understand, and the government has to put also the environment for that. They also have to be defining, and then we can pass the message. So this is about diversifying the full economy. Then we go into the apparel sector, the RMG, and obviously we also have to improve. We are still importing a lot from outside. We have to focus on what we are importing and try to make it in here, because that will give us another advantage. And if other people can do it, why we cannot do it? But for that you have to create an ecosystem. Maybe you have to facilitate from the government side. There has to be a discussion. We also have to understand that we cannot stay as now in a very basic things. We have to go with more, we cannot increase in number of pieces, number of exports in the way of more volume. We need to improve and increase our exports in the value-added part. We need to have high-level products like Vietnam is doing. Why people are not coming to Bangladesh? We need to show to and we can do it. The question is that I am sure that we can do it much better than the others if we put our intention in there. But this plan has to be it has to be created. In Bangladesh, we are very able to do many things when the fire is on our backs, trying to stop the fire, and we are good on that. But why cannot we do it with time, with a vision? I want to see a vision in Bangladesh. That is the main thing that I want to see. I want to have a strong vision of how can we develop the country, because we can do it. And if the others can do it, we can also do it. And I am very tired of people saying, no, excuses. And sometimes we are putting excuses to protect the interests of some lobbies and such. What we have to do is all need to work together to make sure that the country moves ahead. EuroCham, what we have to do is make our role, make everybody understand what is our role in here. For me, I want to see Bangladesh developing together with Europe. Because I believe that if we develop together with Europe, our development will be more sustainable, more consistent, in a higher quality, of a higher quality. And today, nowadays, I don't think that we have many options that go into higher standards. When you do, what you have to understand is the world of today is not the way of before, and then your position today as Bangladesh is not the same as LDC country anymore. which means you have to play with the same rules as everybody else. We cannot put excuses on that, so we have to understand how to modernize. And besides that, and it's not related to the textile anyhow, but textile can also improve, but the textile is already quite saturated. We need to create more jobs in Bangladesh. We need to create, in the same way we did it with the textile, we have to create other sectors. Intensive in labor, we need to create job opportunities for the many people that comes into the market. And this you cannot do it with trading companies that can hire. No, we need industries to put and create 500 jobs, 600 jobs, 1,000 jobs, a lot of them. But we have to prepare the ecosystem, and the ecosystem does not exist yet. People like me, I know Bangladesh very well, I can move around and I can do it. But we have to create a much better environment for the people that has to come, that they don't know much about how to do business in the country. It has to be more transparent. We need to modernize it a lot, make it easier. If you tell an investor, we need to understand that an investor can choose. An investor is not coming because Bangladesh is the place where everybody wants to come. Bangladesh is competing with different countries, with Thailand, with India, with Vietnam, with the other countries which are also looking to attract FDI. The other ones are achieving it, we are not, so we need to understand why. We need to analyze why, and we need to repair it, because we cannot keep alone. We will not be able to grow alone. We need to be participating with everybody else, and we have to compete with other countries. So that's basically my idea. We have to analyze very carefully why, if an investor has the opportunity to come to Bangladesh, to India, to Vietnam, to Malaysia, why they prefer to go there. What is the environment that is making these people to go and not to come to Bangladesh when we have facilities and we have a big potential? I think we have all the ingredients to make a strong change in this, trying to attract investors. But the foreign investors, at least the Western investors, do not consider Bangladesh a safe place. We need to pass this message. This is a fully safe place to come and invest. The potential is huge. Our cost of manufacturing is good, better than there. And from here, you can just create a manufacturing hub to have access to the Asian market.